Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking about the lesson Gender Inequalities Detrimental to Society. This is reading selection 5.2 of Unit 5, page 196. We were on page 196. Previously, we left in the second last paragraph. I'm going to talk about the second last paragraph of this page, and that is the end of this lesson also. We are going to end the text of the lesson. I will discuss its exercise in the next lecture, inshallah. So look at your books on page 196, second last paragraph. Women are also maltreated in cases of inheritance. Now he is concluding almost. This is not the concluding paragraph. The paragraph after this one is basically the concluding paragraph, but he is squeezing things now, and he is jumping into the conclusions now. He is making the mood of the essay to be concluded. So women are also maltreated in the case of inheritance. In the case of inheritance, mostly females suffer because male members of the family, they used to distribute the lands or property or whatever is left of their father, and women are not given their due share in that. According to the Islamic Sharia, there is, women or the female members or the daughters, they should be given their proper ratio, which is half the ratio of a brother, but they are giving enough ratio in their inheritance, but we don't even give them that proportion or ratio according to Islamic Sharia. There's a clause in the constitution also which safeguard the rights, but we don't do that, right? It's just in the constitution. We don't practice that. They are not given their proper share in the property left by their parents. Whatever is left of their parents, male members, specifically brothers, of course, they don't give them, their part and their share in that property, etc. Islam has earmarked their due share in inheritance. As I already mentioned that. This injustice is a crystal clear sign of gender inequality in our country along with some other countries. And just imagine, we are not going to, the writer just not criticized us because of, for example, if we talk about women's rights, daily wages, etc., right to vote, etc. These are other things. The very basic right, that is inheritance. They are born of the same parents. But the brothers, they used to take all their shares, but they are not giving anything to their sisters, which is very wrong, right? And even the religion is focusing on that. There is a religious teaching on that you should give your sisters or your daughters or your wives the proper share that they used to have in anything that is left behind by their parents. But we don't do that, which is a clear sign that there is gender inequality. Now the last paragraph, look at your books please, on page 196, I'm going to finish this off. Gender inequality in any form is detrimental to society. Remember, in conclusion, you have to reiterate, you have to say your title, your claim again. Just look at this. This is a perfect example of the concluding paragraph. He is again reminding you that what was my point? My point was gender inequality is detrimental to society. So he is repeating the point in the concluding paragraph. Gender inequality in any form is detrimental to society. He said that gender inequality in any form, it is completely and extremely dangerous for a society. The pace of progress and development stops. Due to gender inequality, the speed of progress and prosperity, to achieve prosperity, it stops. He is not saying that it decreases or it slows down. It stops. It's a very strong word, right? So that is how it is extremely important. Gender inequality is, we can say it's a poison for the society. The wronged ones feel frustration. The wronged ones mean the women. They feel frustrated. They fall a victim to inferiority complex. And at the same time, for example, if there's a daughter and a son, and father is spending more money sending him to a private school, investing a lot in him, while he is not doing the same for the women or for the daughter, definitely she will go into inferiority complex. She will believe that I'm a different human being. He is superior. He is born superior, right? So they will definitely, automatically they will go into this inferiority complex. Their latent potentialities cease to function. God created humans, and at the same time they are different in their nature. They are diverse, and everybody got some talent, some potential in them, in themselves, right? So when you want to explore that potential, you have to give them the groundings. When you are not giving them the proper groundings, so of course women would not be able to explore their potentialities. For example, I have 10 students in my class. It does not mean that every and each one of them will be good in English maybe. There might be a student who is good at singing. There might be a student who is good at painting. There might be a student who is good at mathematics. So they are different. There are different kids. There are different, potentialities of every human being. So when we don't give them a proper grounding for that, they will never develop those, and they will never explore those potentials. They lead a depressed and dejected life. This is true. They think that their very existence in this world is good for nothing and futile. You will see that most of the women in forced marriages, etc. situation, the male members, they don't go for suicide. Mostly the women do that, right? And that is just because they feel frustrated, they feel helpless. They act as the dumb-driven cattle. We sometimes treat them as animals, not even human beings. Under these circumstances, a nation cannot make progress. In such situations, no country, no nation can be prosperous and developed. It cannot keep its pace with the ever-advancing nations of the globe. And you cannot compete with the rest of the world. If you are going to compete with the developed countries, you really need to have education, health facilities, and less gender gap in your country. This state of affair is quite grave and worthy of consideration, as it adversely affects our society. This is the last concluding line of the essay, that this situation is very bad. We need to take consideration of this, and this is affecting our society in the worst possible way. This is extremely dangerous. We need to divert our attention toward this issue. And what is the issue? Gender inequality. It is an issue and it should be addressed. It means that women should be given equal rights, or at least the due rights. In Pakistan, it is a matter of due rights. So that is all from the lesson. I hope you understood that. I will inshallah discuss its exercise in the next lecture. Thank you very much.